Aight, what's really going on? Bitcoin, crypto, and currency. Currently looking at Litecoin against USDT. What do we have here? Price action in a very volatile state, currently expressing some, very aggressive upward and downward as we travel sideways. We've already seen up to 77% in gains with EngineeringRobo's buy signals, so easily turning $10,000 into over $17,000 with EngineeringRobo's buy signals. However, we do have two of our chosen three robo advisors becoming bearish on price action, suggesting you take profits around current levels, allowing you to capitalize on 44% ROI with EngineeringRobo's bullish and now bearish suggestions. And so, as you can see, two of our three chosen robo advisors have become bearish on price action ever since that abrupt change in momentum off of significant resistance and sell pressure around the 0.5 Fibba Zucchini level, $218 per Litecoin, expressing sell pressure for us at the moment. However, we seem to be holding in a very bullish manner from that abrupt change in momentum and interaction downward into this 0.382 Fibonacci level. $172 per Litecoin is going to be a very bullish area of support for us that we've been sort of maintaining for the last few days. We even have price action on the 13th of September coming from this sort of open around $180 per Litecoin, coming all the way up to $240 per Litecoin, only to get slapped all the way back down to where it came from, and we still see prices holding above 172 at the moment, which is going to be technically very bullish for us. However, with two of our three chosen robo advisors becoming bearish on price action, at the moment I am a tad short-term bearish, more neutral in my opinion, until we see some further confirmation of this 172 line as support, or we see some buy signals come back into play. I have reason to believe we may fail to hold this level and make our way down toward my target around $128 per Litecoin. However, that will only be confirmed as my target until we break downward here and express resistance around $172. That would suggest that we are making our way toward that $128 level. At the moment, we're still above 172, so I am neutral at the moment, waiting for the break either upward or downward. A bullish move upward may look like kind of like this. If we get up to 218, I believe we can make our way through, come back down to it to find support, and then continue our way upward. $273 per Litecoin is going to be my target once we've solidified 218. I do believe these kind of multiple rejections off of it, while that may look a tad jarring to some, I do believe this in the long term was rather bullish for us, because we have a higher high on the 13th relative to the 5th of September. Technically, we have a higher high, and we have price action, weakening resistance present at that 0.5 line. So if by the third time we kind of return to it, I believe we will be bullish enough to make our way through it. However, I'm always looking for confirmations of price action first. And so, if we refer to kind of previous ways price has interacted with these kind of two levels between the 9th of February all the way till pretty much the 9th of April, we have a good several weeks of price action coming from that 172 line, getting up to 218, getting interacted and jerked around, only to get slapped back down to where it came from, to and through that level, all the way interacting with $150 per Litecoin, kind of only to find its way back at 218, slap down again, find its way back up. So we have definitely price action being volleyed back and forth between this range for several weeks. So it is no surprise that we are seeing this sideways yet again. Very significant support around 172, very significant resistance around 218. That's going to be the range of sideways I believe we're going to stay trapped in. So while we're in this kind of range here, I'm going to be rather neutral. Overall, in the long term, I am bullish on Litecoin, and I do suspect we will get back into that multi-$100 range. However, in the immediate short term, we're looking like a little sideways. So two of our chosen three robo advisors have become bearish. It is key to pick the best three of the many different robo advisors that come with EngineeringRobo's packages. And so once two of your three chosen advisors give you a suggestion, that is used to determine your entries and exits. And so EngineeringRobo is not used to determine the exact top or bottom of any market. It is used to decipher the best areas of accumulation or take profit that have the highest chances of success. And so, if we refer to previous examples of EngineeringRobo becoming bullish on price action, we have bullish suggestions around $47 per Litecoin, and then we see price action rise up to 290%, easily turning $10,000 into just about $40,000 with EngineeringRobo's buy suggestions. And then we see two of our three chosen advisors get bearish on price action around $129, suggesting you close your position, allowing you to capitalize on 170% ROI with EngineeringRobo's buy and now sell suggestions. And as you can see, we waited for our two of our chosen three robo advisors to become bullish or bearish before making a decision. So definitely lots of gains to be made with EngineeringRobo. I do believe price action at this exact moment would be in a very high state of volatility. Accumulating Litecoin today would be subject to the highest risk of short-term downside, in my opinion, because with EngineeringRobo bearish on price action, I do believe some more interactions downward to further solidify this support may be what's necessary for us before we make our way upward. I can get more comfortably bullish on Litecoin once EngineeringRobo has some buy signals back in play, or we've solidified perhaps $218 as support, or we have enough retests of $172. At the moment, I do believe we are quite sideways, and we are subject to some moves upward and downward. Now, lots going on for Litecoin, but I'm going to take a look at CELR against USDT. We're looking at price action. EngineeringRobo bullish on price action ever since 2 cents per seller. Then we see price action rise all the way up to 10 cents, a good 262% ROI with EngineeringRobo's buy signals, easily turning $10,000 into over $30,000 with EngineeringRobo's buy suggestions. And at the moment, we do not have any sort of sell suggestions coming into play. We have price action in very high demand, lots of bullish interaction and retests of my 4-cent support line. In addition to that 0.382 Fibonacci level, we have lots of support found at that range, sending us plowing to and through my resistance level at 7.5 cents. Currently support at the moment with price action above it. We also have the 0.786 Fibonacci level at 9 cents, waiting to give us a kind of bullish area of support as well if it were to come down to it. At the moment, technically, we have printed a higher high with today's candle relative to the 28th of March of 2021. That is going to be very, very bullish for us from a technical perspective. However, in the immediate short term, we are a tad vertical, in my opinion. I suspect perhaps a retest downward may be necessary to allow the uptrend to continue. I suspect many traders are taking profit, as this is kind of close to that previous swing high that I mentioned on the 28th of March. And I would like to see candles either come down to and interact with this 7.5 cents kind of support level, or we see some daily candles, body and wicks, open and close above my support line to further confirm that area as a bullish kind of location of support and buy pressure. And so at the moment, while today's candle has not closed yet, if today's candle does close like this, I suspect that as short-term bearish for us and may require some interaction downward. And so, in my opinion, I'm still very bullish on this coin, and there's definitely reason to consider that the upside will continue. However, in the immediate short term, I suspect we are perhaps a tad overbought and in a section of volatility. And I'm always looking for support and retests and pullbacks in any sort of uptrend. And at this point in time, we are looking a tad volatile. So jumping in this project today might be subject to the highest chance of short-term downside as we determine kind of support around current levels. Still looking very bullish overall. I believe there is definitely plenty of gains to be made with this coin moving forward. However, a more comfortably bullish opportunity to purchase seller might present itself once we've interacted with kind of 7.5 cents more. And so when we consider price action, getting these buy for moon and golden cross suggestions around 0.005 per stellar, we can see price action then rise all the way up to 1,692% with EngineeringRobo's buy suggestions, easily turning $10,000 into over $170,000 with EngineeringRobo's buy suggestions. And then we see two of our chosen three robo advisors get bearish around 4 cents per seller, suggesting you close your position, allowing you to capitalize on 637% in profits. So definitely plenty of gains to be made with EngineeringRobo's buy and now sell suggestions. It is not used to time the exact top or bottom of the market. It is used to determine the best areas of accumulation and take profit that have the highest chances of success. So overall, we're still looking bullish on this coin. Lots of demand and buy pressure present. At the moment, we're looking a tad volatile. So investing today would be subject to perhaps some short-term downside. A more bullish area to accumulate this coin was going to be around 7.5 cents, my support line there. Or if we if we continue to see daily candles open and close above this 0.786 line, 9 cents per seller could be a bullish area of support for us. However, at the moment, that is still to be determined. Now, if I switch over to Bitcoin against USDT, price action making its way back up to that $48,000 level. Currently resistance at the moment. I suspect traders will be taking profit, closing their position, and selling here. I suspect this will cause a break downward, an interaction toward that 0.618 line. EngineeringRobo still bearish on price action, so I am anticipating downward price action and more interaction towards support as long as we have these sell signals in play. My target, like I said, is going to be the 0.618 line, $41,500 per Bitcoin. My most bearish target is going to be $38,000 per Bitcoin, which is looking less likely, however not impossible for us moving forward. And so still overall very bullish on Bitcoin. It's never a bad time to buy Bitcoin, only better times. I'm still looking at a 6-figure Bitcoin before any of this is said and done. I suspect Bitcoin will likely reach at least $116,000 before we see any sort of prolonged bearish price action. At the moment, I do believe this is a very bullish area to be accumulating, and we likely will not see these kind of lows for much longer. I do believe all-time highs and 6 figures are around the corner for us. However, in the immediate short term, we may need some more sideways, some more interaction downward, and some more phases of accumulation to unfold so we can kind of maintain the trend upward in the longer term. I'm always looking for support. I'm always looking for pullbacks in any uptrend. Interaction downward is very healthy for anything that wants to go upward. So I do believe all of this kind of bearish price action in the short term is going to be very bullish for us overall. Never a bad time to buy Bitcoin, only better times. Let me know in the comments down below where you think price action is going to go. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Check out EngineeringRobo, free with a link in the description. Subscribe here on YouTube. Check out all the other social medias down below. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in for the next one.